Okay, here's going to be our goal today. I want you guys to be able to use and find some data that exists out in the world, because as much as fake sequences are fun, it's way better to use real sequences. So this is some data from the Minnesota Secretary of State. And what I want to do is I want to get all of this data into a way that I can actually work with it. So what I'm going to do is I've highlighted all of it, and then I just right-clicked, and I'm going to click copy. You could also, on many of your computers, like Control V or Command C, just to copy that data. And if you just go to Desmos, Desmos is super great, and it does this thing where if you just click on a brand new thing, and I just made this a little bit bigger. If you grab this side, you can make it bigger. And then if you right-click and, nope, it's not going to give me the choice. Okay, so I have to hit Control V on my computer. It's pasted all the data, except, oh my gosh, it's super not helpful, right? It's a 2018 and then like 4,000 or 4 million, and it's putting all the data together. So sometimes you have to clean up data first. So what we want, like this makes me very sad, so we're going to get rid of that. What I've done is in Google Docs, so just go to a like regular old Google Drive or something like that, and open up a new spreadsheet. So actually, if we go to Google Drive, if you click on New, Google Sheet, that's what you want to do. Get rid of this one. Now, I still have everything copied, so I'm just going to wait for it to wake up, and then I'm going to hit Control V. And all of my stuff appeared, and it appeared like I want it to. I have all of the years over here. I have, it would probably be helpful if I had the dates or the actual names. So we're going to insert one row above, and I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so I can just now type in all of these. So I'm going to say year, estimate of eligible voters, number of voters, percent turnout, number of election day registrations, percent of voters registering on election day. Okay, so now I have everything in the sheet, and I want it to, I want to be able to put it into Desmos so I can do some graphing, because that's really what I'm interested in here. Well, if I grab these, that will work really well for me. Desmos doesn't like the commas here. So what you need to do is you need to highlight that whole column, or if you want to, you can just highlight those specific numbers. And then you're going to go to Format, and you need to change the number so that it is a plain text number. And in fact, the one that you want, see how like here there's still commas and decimals and things like that? You want it to just have nothing fancy. So you might have to go, I think mine right here is kind of separate than yours. You might have to go to custom number format, and you just want the most boring one that you could possibly find. And then if you click apply, notice the numbers stayed the same, but the commas went away. I'm going to do the same thing right here. So I'm going to go over to format, number, and then if you go down to like, you should probably have this showing up on yours again. But again, if you don't, more formats, custom number format, click the boring one. And you can in fact do that with many of them. Okay, so let's start with just these three columns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to File, right, Edit, Copy. I'm going to go to Desmos, click on the first thing, and then Control V to paste it. And notice Desmos has very handily pasted all this data for me. Now I can only see part of it, and that's because the rest of the data is elsewhere. But yeah, so your job right now is I want you to try to see if you can get at least the first three columns. My guess is we're going to have to go through and we might actually have to delete the percent here. But your job, get the first three columns. So I want you guys to be able to show me a graph that looks like